सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. Page 193, verse 179. तावता मुक्तिरित्याहुः श्रुतयः स्मृतयस्तथा श्रुतिस्मृतिममैवाग्ने इत्यपीश्वरभाषितम्. In this important shloka, Vidyaranya presenting the Ishvara's role in one's life and one's free will in one's own life. Free will means Purusha Prayatna or human effort. Human effort or free will is Vishesha Karanam for future Bhokta. Using present human effort or Purusha Prayatna is called free will or choice. It is a Vishesha Karanam, a specific cause for future experience or future experiencer or future Bhokta. I, the individual, am the present Karta, the doer, use my free will, what to do, what not to do, or to do in a other way. I have choice. Kartum, to do, akartum, not to do, or anyathava kartum, to do in a other way. I have choice. While I am using my choice, I am the doer. I am the present doer, karta. Vartamana karta, vartamana kale, yaha karoti saha karta. Present time, I am the karta. What I sow, the karma, today, I am going to reap in future, tomorrow or next hour. Who knows? Either tomorrow or after 1 week, after 1 year, after few janmas. But what we sow, that we reap. So today's karta is tomorrow's bhokta. That is the essence. Then Ishvara's role is, Ishvara is one who provides the law of karma. The law, the niyati, is in the hands of Ishvara, the Samanya Karanam. The Samanya Karanam Ishvara is depending upon the Jiva's Punya Papa Karma to create the next creation. I said in the last class, Ishvara is also not absolutely free in the form of creation. Ishvara is also depending upon, Sarveshwaraha also cannot do creation just according to his whims and fancies. If according to Ishvara's wish only he creates the creation, all the lokas, heaven only Bhagavan would have created. All 14 lokas can be heaven, oh heaven, ellame heaven. first heaven, second heaven, third heaven, fourth heaven. Bhagavan would have created if Bhagavan has got the total control over the creation process. Since there is a hell, there is a naraka, that is a compassionate God can create the hell. If Bhagavan is compassionate, why Rauravadi Narakam Bhagavan has to create? Question will come. Bhagavan is the creator of this universe, that is fine. But Bhagavan doesn't have power either to create only heaven or only hell. It is not in the Bhagavan's hand. Then who decides hell creation, heaven creation? Human beings, karma decide. The jiva's karma, punya papa karma decides where this jiva need papa karma to exhaust. Bhagavan has to create hell. Where the jiva has to exhaust punya karma, Bhagavan has to provide swarga sukham. Therefore, Bhagavan's design of swarga creation and Bhagavan's creation of naraka design, who decides? I, the jiva, decide. I, the jiva, decide. Therefore, in the process of creation, Ishvara as well as jiva both are playing a role. Both are playing a role. Therefore, never ask why Bhagavan created this miserable universe. Never question why Bhagavan created hell. Why Bhagavan could not create only heaven. What is the answer? Based on human beings, jivas, karma, the actions Bhagavan has to create. So Bhagavan is also not having absolute freedom in creating either only favorable universe or only unfavorable universe. Lord is only law creator. He gives the law of karma. This karma of jiva has to face this type of phalam, that law and order. Law and order. So, this knowledge, if I have, I, the jiva, am having only relative freedom. Even Bhagavan Sarveshwaraha api, in the process of creation, having only relative freedom, not absolute freedom. So, let us, all of us accept, we all have relative freedom, not absolute freedom. Therefore, never ask why. Jivas are anadi, Ishvara is anadi, Jiva Ishvara Sambandha is also anadi, beginningless. So, from beginningless time onward, this is going on and on and on. Therefore, Ishvara is the one who provides the law of karma, and the jiva is the one who performs karma and get the benefit of that karma phalam according to the law given by the Ishvara. For this karma phalam. For this papa, this phalam. So that you can get only from Ishvara. Your job is what? Using free will and getting karma phalam. Using free will, perform karma. Karma phalam decided by whom? Not by you. By the law, court, Bhagavan's court. That is Bhagavan's free will. Bhagavan's free will is called niyati or niyama. Human beings' free will is called karma. Karma and niyama. Bhagavan's free will in niyati or niyamam. order. Ishvara's order. It is called Ishvara Agnya or Ishvara's order. According to that human being's karma, free will. So both of them are having free will. In preparing niyamas, Bhagavan has got free will. In performing karma, human beings have got free will. And acceptance of this limitation, I, the human being, the jiva, doesn't have total, absolute, relative freedom is impossible. I have to be controlled by Bhagavan's law and order. I have no control over my actions. I have control, but their phalam I don't have control. So Ishvara is Samanya Karanam. I, the Jiva, am Vishesha Karanam. So all these are called Anadi. What are all Anadi? Shastra says in one shloka, they present, there are 6 beginningless entities are there. 6 beginningless. What are they? In shloka form, it is easy to grasp. Jiva Isho Vishuddha Chit. Jiva is Anadi. Anadi means beginningless. Number 1. Anadi, number 1, beginningless. 6 are there. 1 is Jivaha, the individual self. Then number 2, Ishvaraha also is Anadi, beginningless. Jiva Isho. Then third Anadi is Vishuddhachit, pure consciousness. Nirguna Chaitanyam. Third Anadi. Vishuddhachit. Then Tatha Jiveshayor Bhida. The fourth Anadi is Jiva Ishvara Bhida. Bheda. The difference between Jiva and Ishvara, the Bheda is Anadi. Since Ishvara is Anadi, Jiva is Anadi, their Bheda, difference is there. He is omniscient, I am alpiscient. He is omnipotent, I am alpipotent. So Bheda is there. Both are Anadi, their Bheda also must be what? Anadi, beginningless. That is the fourth Anadi. Then fifth Anadi is Avidya. Avidya is also Anadi, beginningless. That is Maya and Artham. Avidya means Maya. Then sixth is Tat Chitor Yogaha. That Maya, Avidya and Chit, pure consciousness, Yogaha, Samyoga, Sambandha is also Anadi. Tat means Maya or Avidya. Tat Chito, Tat Maya Avidyayaha and Chitoho. Yogaha means Sambandhaha. Avidya Chitoho or Adhyasasya Adhishtanasya Sambandhaha. Avidya Adhyasa Adhishtana Chit. They are both Sambandha, Yoga, not Karma Yoga or Jnana Yoga or Ashtanga Yoga, but Yoga means Sambandha, relation, which is called Kalaha. Maya and Chit Sambandha is called Kalaha, time principle. That alone is called Kala. Jiva Isho Vishuddha Chit Tatha Jiveshayorbhidha Avidya Tatchito Yogaha Shadasmakam Anadayaha. Shat Asmakam. Asmakam means for Advaitin. These are the 6 Anadis. Therefore, never ask when did Ishvara born or when did Jiva born, when did Maya is born or when did Chit is born. Never ask. They are all beginningless. They don't have beginning. then we have a problem. If you say happily there are 6 anadis, you the Advaitins talk about non-duality, Advayam, Advaitam, and you are talking 6 anadis. That too beginningless. Beginningless anadi when you are talking one side and saying you are Advaitin. Non-dual Brahman alone is there. Is it not contradictory? For that we say, no, it is not contradictory. Among 6, 1 is Paramarthika Satyam, 5 are Vyavaharika Satyam. Among the 6 Anadi principles, 5 are Vyavaharika Satyam, relative reality. They belong to Vyavaharika Satyam or relative reality. 1 alone is Paramarthika Satyam, that is Advaitam Chit, Nirguna Chaitanyam, Vishuddha Chit alone is Paramarthika Satyam. No problem. Vishuddha Chit is higher order of reality. All other 5 are lower order of reality. No problem for us. From relative standpoint, I the Jiva, including Jnani. What is Jnanam? Tavata eva muktihi ityahuhu. This much alone is sufficient for mukti. What? I the Jiva, who is Anadi, having limited freedom, I don't have absolute freedom. Acceptance of limitation of my freedom is not a bondage. Acceptance of limitation at Vyavaharika Jiva level is not a bondage. I recognize I am an absolute Turiya Atma. From Turiya Atma standpoint, I have absolute freedom. From Ahankara Jiva standpoint, I can never have absolute freedom. This knowledge is called knowledge. This knowledge is called Muktihi Ityahuhu. Wise people say, Shrutayaha Smrutayaha Tatha Ahuhu. Shruti, Smriti, Upanishads and Puranas, Itihasas, Bhagavad Gita, all of them are saying, knowing this fact, I am from relative standpoint, ahankara drishtya, my freedom is curtailed. I am never free totally. From atma drishtya, I am totally free. Knowing this fact is called muktihi. This much relative knowledge about myself, asangata, I am not touched by this, ahankara, relative bondage, I am not bound by that. Why I am not bound by relative bondage? Relative bondage belongs to lower order of reality. I am bondless, bindless, boundless, bondo, something. I am less. Asangaha aham. Therefore, it cannot affect me, it cannot touch me, it cannot afflict me. This much is sufficient for knowledge. For example, when we are coming on the road, we face so many traffic signals. Minimum 4 or 5 signals we have to cross. When the red signal comes, you stop by yourself deliberately, voluntarily. You stop by yourself voluntarily when you see the red signal. I am not talking who cross in spite of red signal. I am not talking about them. Generally, people follow voluntarily that rule. Is it do I curse there? Do I curse my freedom? I am really bound by this red signal. I have no freedom at all. Do I curse myself? Is it painful for me? Happily I put sudden brake and I stop. and I wait until green signal comes. And I am enjoying music in the car. Happily I am enjoying the music. It is not bound. I am not bound. I am not having any feeling that I am curtailed by this traffic police. Why these fellows are putting here red signal. I am not at all bothered about that. Why? Because voluntarily I accept that niyama. Once I accept the niyama voluntarily, it is no more painful for me. Deliberately, happily, I accept. Until green signal comes, தாளம் போட்டுட்டே உட்கார வேண்டும். Suppose I am listening music, என்ன பண்ணுவோம்? தாளம் போட்டுட்டே இருப்போம். How you are able to happy when they have stopped you? Because it is voluntarily you have accepted the rule, the niyama. It is not painful to you. You don't feel your freedom is curtailed. Do you? Never. Like that only, Jnani also happily accept the limitation at the body level. That is why Jnani also, suppose is a Grihastha Jnani controlled by the wife, suppose. A Grihastha wife also controlled by husband. Grihastha wife, Jnani wife, okay. She is also must accept her husband's control. Suppose, simple control. Not control means not commanding. Chumma. Simple things they control. Jnani never feels why she is controlling. I am Atma, I am fully absolute free. Why she is controlling? I am Brahman. He never bother. He accept that deliberately. No? She also accept that. If she is a Jnani, if he is a Jnani. Otherwise what? Sunday. fighting. அதே மாதிரி இன்னொரு எக்ஸாம்பிள், starving is different, fasting is different. In starving, there is a pain. In starving, there is a lot of pain. Same lack of food alone is called starving. And the same, when you do fasting, Ekadashi, Dwadashi, so many fastings you do, at that time, do you have any pain? Why? Deliberately you accept. It is a niyama I have taken today. It is a upavasa vratam. Once you have accepted the deliberate lacking food today, it is no more painful. On the other hand, you are feeling that I am accumulating lot of punya today. ஒரே ஆனந்தமோ ஆனந்தம். Even ஒரு பசி இருக்கு. Without taking water, no fruit, nothing. Let me wait for 4 more hours. Happily you accept. What is the difference between starving and fasting? Tell me. Empty stomach is the same. Stomach is empty. In starving also, fasting also. But what is the difference? Bhavana. Bhavana is the difference. Like that, Jnani accepts the entire limitation of the body, mind, complex relation, roles, everything. He accepts happily. That's why Lord Rama accepted. Happily. Lord Krishna agreed, accepted that his own freedom. When Duryodhana want to come and tie Lord Krishna is smiling. Why? He knows at body level there is a limitation. His mother also tied him to that motor. No? Uralil katti vaitayana. Taye ani paathitar. Ye Bhagavan appadi Yashoda appadi katti potita. Bhagavan accepted beautifully. Like that, Jnani also accept his limitation or her limitation at body, mind, complex level. That's why Jnani never feel to ask Bhiksham Dehi. Naan Jnani, இவங்களுக்கு எல்லாம் தெரியாதா, பிக்ஷா அப்படியே கொடுக்க கூடாதா, அதெல்லாம் நடக்காது. We have to ask Bhiksham Dehi Bhavati Bhiksham Dehi. That's why sannyasi, jnani, or any mahatma deliberately accept their limitation at ahankara body level. அவனுக்கு கூட இப்படியா பாவம்? என்ன பாவம்? We need not feel bad. They have their own limitations at body ahankara level. This is called freedom. Once you have this knowledge, accepting, undergoing the limitations at body ahankara level, deliberately, voluntarily, and recognizing internally, I am ever free, absolute free Atma Aham. Tavata muktihi ahuhu. Excellent shloka. That's why I am dwelling a lot of time. Now, second line is a different topic. I told you, second line connects to the next shloka. Shruta smriti mamaivagne, shruti smriti mamaivagne. Iti Ishvara bhashitam. Ishvara's words are this. In Varaha Purana, it is given that they have not mentioned here, but this comes in Varaha Purana, this line, Shruti Smriti Mamaivagne, within quotations. Shruti, Upanishads and Smriti, Puranas, all of them saying what Ishvara is telling there, this is my Agnya, my order, my Niyama, my Niyati. What is that full sloka? Shruti Smriti Mamaivagne is only one sentence in the sloka, but the full sloka runs like this. Shruti Smriti Mamaivagne Ullanghe naiva karhichit. No one should violate my order. Karhichit, at any time, at any place, Mama Agnya Eva. These are all my orders. Water flowing downwards, sun rising, illumining, and earth is moving. All these are niyama at a total level. So, Sarveshwaraha, Ishvara is the one who is giving the constitution. Constitution maker of constitution. The Rajyangam constitution they are making, no? Like that, the entire creation has got a constitution. Who is the creator, maker of that constitution? Bhagavan says, Ishvara bhashitam. Ishvara himself says, this is my agnya, my rule, my niyama, my niyati. Ullanghe naiva karhichitu. No one should violate this agnya. If anyone violates agnya langhi mama dveshi, if anyone violate my agnya, my dharma, niyati. What do you mean by dharma? Dharma is that acceptance of freedom is relative yet vyavaharika standpoint. Acceptance of relative freedom is relative and I accept it happily. I bow my head under that law and order. It's called dharma. I never violate that dharma given by either varna dharma or ashrama dharma or any dharma given by the Lord. I never violate. And I follow it because it is the niyama. And I accept all limitations at body level, mind level. எனக்கு எதுக்கு disease வருதுன்னு? Don't ask. If I question and I try to cover my old age, why old age எனக்கு? Accept it when it comes. That is Ishvara niyama. Wrinkles, Ishvara niyama. White hair, Ishvara niyama. You are making a pallu set to ellame extra duplicate cell. That you are struggling. It is your problem. Non-acceptance of Ishvara niyama is your problem. Acceptance of childhood, youth, adult and old age, beautifully accept. That is called dharma. at body level, at mind level also, fluctuations in the mind. Why my mind fluctuate? That is the nature of the mind. That is limitation. Accept it, understand it, and go beyond that mind. So that is the way you have to understand dharma. What do you mean by dharma? Dharma can be so many ways you can interpret. Values are also called dharma, duties are also called dharma. Bhagavan's niyama is also called dharma. I am talking about the Bhagavan's order, ajna. Going in align with Bhagavan's order is called dharmic life. Going in alignment with Bhagavan's order, Ishvara's order, is called dharma. That is called dharmic life. Ishvara, Ishvarena bhashitam. Ishvaraha bhashitam. Ajna langhi mamadveshi. The one who violate my order is hating me, as good as hating me. Violating my order is what? Violating me only. That means I am enemy for him. That's why he is violating my order. Agnya langhi mamadveshi. Further, more painful, you see. Mad bhaktopi avaishnavaha. Mad bhaktopi, even though he is my great devotee, avaishnavaha, he is not my bhakta. Avaishnavaha, Bhagavan himself says. Understand? That's why Bhagavan has to punish even great bhaktas. Great bhaktas, Bhagavan has to punish. Why? Even though you are my bhakta, I don't consider you as my bhakta because you have violated my ajna, dharma. Therefore, I have to punish. Shruti smriti mamaivagne ullanghe naiva karhichit agnya langhi mamadveshi mat bhaktopi avaishnavaha. Shiva bhaktananna ashivahana. Ashaivahana. Vaishnavaha means don't take only Vaishnu Vishnu Bhakta. Any Bhakta. So this is the Varaha Purana, very famous sloka. So with this sloka is over. So continuation, the next sloka. 180. Since this sloka is very important, I have taken lot of time. Next shlokas are simple slokas. You need not spend much time. Just casually you listen also, you can understand. Casually listen and children, dose of pannadingo. Ajnaya bhiti hetutvam bhishasmaditi shrutam sarveshwaratvametav syat antaryamitvatah prithak. In this shloka, Vidyaranya presenting a difference between Antaryami and Sarveshwaraha. Do you remember that we are analyzing Mandukya mantra, 5th and 6th mantras? Esha Sarveshwaraha, Esha Sarvagnaha, Eshontaryami, Esha Yonihi, Sarvasya Prabhavapyayohi Bhutanam. The rest of the mantra is coming now. So, Esha Antaryami is over now, but Sarveshwaraha, Antaryami, what is the difference between that? In that mantra, Esha Sarvagnaha, Esha Sarveshwaraha, Antaryami is Ishvara, Sarveshwara also Ishvara. Is it not Punarukti? Repetition is Punarukti is a dosha. So Vidyaranya want to say it is not a Punarukti, there is a difference. Prithak, there is a difference. What is that? Antaryamittvataha prithak sarveshwaratvam. Sarveshwaratvam means The Lord, who is called Sarveshwaraha, at external level. External level means Panchabhutas are controlled by Ishvara. At that time, that Ishvara is called Sarveshwaraha. When he controls Panchabhutas, the external world, that Ishvara is called Sarveshwaraha. When he controls inside, in the heart, is called Antaryami. Same Ishvara, external control, internal control. Just like one householder controls at home, wife and children, and controls someone at office. Controller only, but home also he controls, at office also he controls. Adi madri, Ishvara also controls at internal level Antaryami Rupena, at external level Sarveshwara Rupena. What is the pramanam, proof? Taittiriyopanishad Brahmanandavalli is the pramanam. 2-3-3. Brahmanandavalli, third Anvaka, second Valli, 8th Anvaka, first mantra. Ajnaya bhiti hetutvam. My ajna, because of my ajna alone, that is the cause for their bhiti, fear. All these panchabhutas, bhishasmadvatah pavate, bhishodeti suryaha, bhishasmadagnischendrascha, mrityurdhavati panchamaiti. So bhishasmad, that quotation, within quotation, out of fear, Bhishasmad vataha pavate, air blows, vataha pavate. Bhishodeti suryaha, sun rise. Because of fear, out of fear only Agni burns everything. Mrityur dhavati panchamaha, that Mrityuhu Devata is running towards all casualties. Engenge empty pandanam. Not only in hospitals, but on the main road also, anywhere he can, Dhavati, he is the busiest man in the world. Who? Lord Yama is the busiest man in the world. Dhavati Panchamaha. Mrityu Devata. And the pair chonnale namak bhayamache. That is called acceptance of that limitation at body level. Do you have control over this body? We don't know what is going to happen next moment. That is why Jnani accept the limitation at body level. I am not bound by the body anyhow. I am ever free Atma. Body is never free. Therefore what? Asparsha yogo vai nama. Mandukya. Asparsha yoga. What a freedom. Inner leisure. You see? Jnani enjoys. Not only that, in Kathopanishad also, the same meaning comes in one mantra. Bhayadasyagnishtapati, bhayatapati suryaha, bhayad indrascha vayuscha, mrityurdhavati panchamaha. Again there also, in the second chapter, third valli, third mantra, Kathopanishad. Of course, in Nrisimha Purvatapaniya Upanishad also, the same. Therefore, Bhagavan is the one who gives the order, constitution maker at all outer level. It's called Sarveshwara. Antaryami, who is using his free will in dispatching the karma phalam to the jivas according to their karmas. Here, at home, Antaryami, outside, Sarveshwara. Simple. You can understand. Next shloka. Etasya va aksharasya prashasana iti shrutihi antah pravishta shastayam jananamiti cha shrutihi. Now Brihadaranyaka Upanishad from Akshara Brahmanam, Vidyaranya is quoting, Etasya va aksharasya prashasane gargi dyava prithivyav tishtataha. Mantra goes, very big mantra. Yajnavalkya tells to Gargi, she is asking, what is that power controlling everything inside and outside? Aksharam Brahma. Akshara means here Saguna Ishvara is the controller. Aksharasya prashasane, Saguna Ishvarasya prashasane. Prashasana means what? Order, constitution. Here out of Sandhi rule, prashasana is given, but it is prashasane. When followed by vowel, you have to pronounce it prashasana. But once you split it, prashasane, constitution or order. The quotation for Sarveshwara in the first line, then the quotation for Antaryami, the second line. Putting together here, you see. Etasya va aksharasya prashasane. O Gargi, because of this Ishvara's order, niyama or niyati alone, Dyava Prithvi means this Akasha, this Prithvi, Vayu, Agni, all he gives lot of things, even rivers flowing, stars shining, everything, and the trees growing, a number of things he gives. Care of Brihadaranyaka. If you have notes somewhere, I have taken in some other place, T Nagar, that notes if you have, you can go through it. Mantra or in the text. So that prashasanam, because of that constitution of that Ishvara, all of them are functioning. You see that the ocean, you see there, how much water is there? Why it is not coming out? It is very parallel to the road. Marina Beach is very parallel. ரொம்ப நான் எனக்கு அப்பப்போ சந்தேகம் வரும், ஏன் வெளியில் வரமாட்டேங்கிறது தண்ணி. That is called Shasanam. It has to, tsunami vanda kuda only up to some extent. It should not come beyond that. Why it is not coming out? So much water is there, no? That is called Prashasanam. Hey Gargi, it is controlled. Then Antaryami, Antaha Pravishtaha Shasta Ayam Jananamiti Shrutihi. This second line is from Taittiriya Aranyakam, Taittiriya Upanishad. What we have studied, 3 vallis only comes in 7th, 8th, 9th chapters they are. In Krishna Yajurveda, there are 10 chapters. Taittiriya Aranyakam has got 10 chapters. This line of second line comes in 3rd chapter of Taittiriya Aranyakam, not Taittiriya Upanishad. Taittiriya Aranyakam has got 10 chapters. In that 10 chapters, in 3rd chapter, this line comes. 7th, 8th, 9th. 7th chapter is Sikshavalli. 8th chapter is Brahmavalli. 9th chapter is Bhruguvalli. 10th chapter is Narayanavalli. Therefore, this mantra we have not studied in Taittiriya Upanishad. This belongs to Aranyakam, 3rd chapter. Antaha jananam antaha pravishtaha ayam Ishvaraha. This Ishvara, jananam antaha, having entered, jananam of beings, human beings. Here jananam means beings. Having entered every jiva, antaha pravishtaha, having entered inside in every jiva, antaryami shasta, controls. Shasta, Ayyappa. Shasta means controller, inner controller. Shasta. Iti Shrutihi. Taittiriya Aranyaka Shrutihi. So with this, Antaryami topic is over. 163 we have started up to 181, 19 verses. Antaryami. Who is Ishvara? This is the portion you can verify. Now understand, without studying Panchadashi, 19 slokas, you can never know who is Ishvara. In Upanishads never talk directly. Clear that? That is why Prakarana Grantha study is very, very important. So with this, Antaryami topic is over. Now next new topic we are going to enter, Esha Yonihi. Esha Yonihi. Here, this word also taken from Mandukya Upanishad. Esha Sarveshvaraha, Esha Sarvajnaha, Eshontaryami, Esha Yonihi. So Antaryami over. Next word is what? Yonihi. This Ishvara is the Upadana Karanam of this entire universe. Very important. இப்பதானே சொன்னார் சுவாமினி இம்பார்ட்டன்ட் இல்லைன்னு. அப்போ அப்படி சொன்னா இப்ப இப்படி சொல்ல. Yonihi means Upadana Karanam. No system of philosophy accept Ishvara as Upadana Karanam. That is why it is important. For Vedantin, we the Advaitin alone accept Ishvara as Nimitta Karanam as well as Upadana Karanam. Other systems, they don't accept Ishvara as Upadana Karanam. Sankhya, Nyaya, Yoga, Vaiseshika, any religion for that matter, you take Christianity, Islam, Buddhism, any religion, Buddhism, they don't accept God at all. Okay, no one accept this Ishvara as Upadana Karanam. For them, even Visishta Advaita, Dvaita, they say Ishvara is up above, Vaikuntha, Kailasa, not around us. Therefore, Kolatam, Kondatam, Pannu. Appa Sunday, Friday, Kumbituvana. This is not Sanatana Dharma, Hindu Dharma. Vaidika Dharma, Sanatana Dharma, Advaita Vedanta stand is Bhagavan is all pervading. Here now itself is present in the form of order of this creation. Upadana Karanam. As a Nimitta Karanam, like pot maker. Pot maker is the intelligent cause. You bring the pot, but you don't bring the pot maker. You bring the chain, golden chain, but you don't bring the goldsmith. எனக்கே இடம் இல்லை சுவாமி, அவன் வந்தா இப்படி வீட்டில் வாட்டர் ப்ராப்ளம். மேக்கர் intelligent cause never come along with the product. Why? In those examples, material cause is different, intelligent cause is different. This is very clear for us. What about creation? Ishvara is the creator, intelligent cause. Intelligent cause create பண்ணிட்டார், போய் ஸ்வர்க்கத்தில் உட்கார்ந்துட்டார். அதனால நான் என்ன பண்ணுவேன்? அப்பனேன்னு பார்க்குறேன். இந்த மேலே பார்க்குறவங்க எல்லாருமே என்ன அர்த்தம் தெரியுமோ? Those who take Bhagavan as Nimitta Karanam only. The one who accepts Bhagavan as Upadana Karanam never look up, never look inside. Because everywhere Bhagavan. Inside also, up also, around also. Why? Upadana Karanam can never, Ishvara alone appear as Upadana Karanam. That is the very important principle in Advaita Vedanta. Bhagavan, Nimitta Karana, Bhagavan, Paroksha Bhagavan. Nimitta Karana Bhagavan, Paroksha Bhagavan. Somewhere I have to get darshan of him. I struggle so much to get darshan. Then, next one, Upadana Karana Bhagavan is Pratyaksha Bhagavan. Upadana Karana. Nimitta Upadana Karana Bhagavan is Pratyaksha Bhagavan. That is why Advaita sees everything as Bhagavan in the initial stages, as a sadhaka. Rasoham apsu kaunteya prabhasmi shashi suryayoho. I am there in everything. Vibhuti yoga. You remember? Vishwarupa yoga. Then what? Vibhuti, Vishwarupa darshanalla, you see everything as Bhagavan. So, Upadana Karana Bhagavan is Pratyaksha Bhagavan. Then, Vivarta Karana Bhagavan is myself. Vivarta Karana Bhagavan. Neither Vivarta Karana Bhagavan only. We can take, before going to Vivarta Karanam, we have to more understand, Nimitta Karanam Bhagavan is Srishti Karanam only. Upadana Karana Bhagavan is Sthiti Karanam, Laya Karanam. Very important idea. Upadana Karana Bhagavan is Sthiti Karanam also, Laya Karanam also. In a Sthiti, Jagat Sthiti, you are seeing, it is non-separate from Bhagavan. Therefore, Sthiti Karanam, Upadana Karana Rupena, Bhagavan Sthiti Karanam. That is why some people who accept only Nimitta Karanam, they don't accept this world as Bhagavan. They always criticize the world. They always point out the world. They see only dosha in the universe. If I accept Bhagavan as Upadana Karanam, அவர்தானே தூணிலும் இருப்பார் துரும்பிலும் இருப்பார். அப்ப எல்லாமே கடவுள் கடவுள் கடவுள், எல்லாமே கண்ணுக்கு தொட்டுக்கணும். என்ன எல்லாமே எவ்ரிதிங் ஐ டச் டு மை ஐஸ். அவனுக்கு என்ன தோணும்? ஓன்லி நிமித்த காரணம் பகவானுக்கு, அந்த பக்தனுக்கு இவனுக்கு பைத்தியம்னு சொல்லுவான். நானேமோ உபாதன காரணமா நினைச்சு பகவான் எல்லா இடத்துல இருக்கார். ஐ டச் டு மை ஐஸ் எதர் ஃப்ளவர் ஆர் எனிதிங், வாட் எவர் பகவான் கிவ்ஸ் ஃபர்ஸ்ட். நியூ க்ளோத்ஸ், touch to your eyes. Salary comes, touch to your eyes. Vehicle starting, touch to your eyes. Vehicle starting க்கு touching your eyes க்கு என்ன கனெக்ஷன்? இந்த ஆட்டோ வாலா பஸ் வாலா when the temple comes they put brake. இப்படி பார்த்துட்டு நமஸ்காரம் பண்ணிட்டு போவா. ஏய் அங்கே தானே பார்க்கணும், இங்கே பார்க்குறேன். And the steering also you do namaskaram. See, what is this? Is it a blind belief? There is a tremendous vision, great vision behind that. What is that vision? As a Vedantic student you understand. No, avanukku theriyadu, auto driver ku theriyadu when he is doing namaskara to the steering, but you should know why. What is that? Upadana karanam, ellame Bhagavan da. That is why sthiti karanam. Then once you melt the chain, it goes into what? Chain, you melt it, it goes into its cause. It cannot go into Nimitta Karanam, it goes into Upadana Karanam. Chain goes into Nimitta Karanam, it goes into goldsmith. So therefore, you have to think carefully. Intelligent cause வந்து வேற எங்கேயோ இருக்கா. In the gold is the Upadana Karanam. Chain, melted chain goes into Upadana Karanam. Is gold. Similarly, since Bhagavan is the Jagad Utpatti Karanam, Sthiti Karanam, Laya Samaye, Jagat goes into where? Bhagavan. Sir, Bhagavan is the Laya Karanam also. Goes into Bhagavan. You have to think a lot. Okay. Therefore, Upadana Karanam is only the Sthiti Karanam, Laya Karanam. What about Vivarta Karana? Vivarta Karana Bhagavan is Aparoksha Bhagavan. Vivarta Karana Bhagavan is neither Nimitta Karanam nor Upadana Karanam really. That Aparoksham Brahma. See, we have taken Ishvara as only relative Vyavaharika Satyam. What is Paramarthika Satyam behind Ishvara? What is Paramarthika Satyam behind Ishvara? Chaitanyam Brahma. So, Vivarta Karanam means what? Neither nimitta karanam, karya karana vilakshanam Brahma is the vivarta karanam. Rope is the cause for snake. Rope is really cause for snake? No. Similarly, Ishvara is the cause once you say relative. Real Paramarthika Brahma is not neither cause nor the effects. That is Mandukya. Nantah pragyam, na bhayish pragyam, no bhayatah pragyam, ada na ubhayatah pragyam, na pragyana ghanam, na pragyam nah pragyam, adrishyam avyavaharyam, agrahyam alakshanam, achintyam avyapadeshyam, ekatma pratyasaram. In Prapancho Shantam Shivam Advaitam Chaturtham Manyante Sa Atma Savigneyaha Vivarta Karanam Turiya Atma Aparoksha Bhagavan. What Bhagavan? Aham Brahma Asmi. Next shloka. Jagadyo Nirbhave Deshaham Prabhavapyayakritvatah Prabhavapyayakritvatah Avirbhavatiro bhavau Utpatti pralayau matau. What is Utpatti? What is Pralaya? Matau, you must understand. No? It must be grasped in this manner. Utpatti, creation you are talking. What do you mean by creation? And Pralaya, people are talking. What is Pralaya? Utpatti Pralaya is nothing but Avirbhava Tirobhava. So, Upadana Karanam, Ishvara appears and disappears. Avirbhava means appear visibly, tangibly, perceptually available. Tirobhava means becoming invisible, intangible, imperceptible. See the first line. Jagat yonihi eshaha bhaved. Eshaha ishvaraha. Yonihi, since he is the upadana karanam, not only nimitta karanam, but upadana karanam also. Jagat yonihi is the upadana karanam of this universe. Prabhava apyaya kritvataha. That Ishvara alone appears. Prabhava means utpatti, birth, emergence, and apyaya means dissolution or pralaya, dissolution. Prabhava apyaya kritvataha, that is Hetvarthe Panchami. Since this Antaryami, who is Sarveshwaraha, is called Yonihi because he alone is the Upadana Karanam. From him alone everything emerges out, into him only everything merges. Another language he puts, Utpatti Apyaya, nothing but Avirbhava. Avirbhava means appearing. Tirobhava means disappearing. Another name is what? Utpatti Pralaya. Prabhava and Apyaya is equal to Avirbhava, Tirobhava. So Avirbhava is called Prabhava, Tirobhava is called Apyaya, or Apyaya is called Tirobhava. Prabhava, Avirbhava, Utpatti are synonyms. Pralaya, Avirbhava, Utpatti are synonyms. Then Apyaya, Tirobhava and Pralaya are synonyms. The jargon is nothing. Ellame onnuda. Okay, there is no difference. Srishti, Pralaya. Srishti means nothing but Avirbhavam, manifestation, Vyaktam. There is no new creation. Jiva cannot be created, world cannot be created newly, matter cannot be created according to the law of conservation. Nothing newly created. everything is there in potential form. In Pralaya Kala, everything comes into manifestation. Why? Who is responsible for this? You, the Jiva, only responsible. When your karma is in unfructified manner, everything Bhagavan has to keep in Pralaya, Tirobhava or Apyaya. Once your karma is ready to exhaust, experience Sukha Dukkha, Bhagavan has to do what? Srishti. As though Srishti means what? As though Utpatti, as though Avirbhava. Like example he is going to give next, like canvas, opening, closing. Saree, opening, closing மாதிரி அந்த கடலை saree எல்லாம் open பண்ணுவான். அப்படியெல்லாம் designs எல்லாம் பார்க்க முடியும். You see the canvas, he is going to explain that. Why I have to explain? Let Vidyaranya explain in the next class. So now he is going to talk about that. What is real, this appearance of the universe? What is disappearance? There is no new creation at all. Very important portion to be understood. Details in the next class. Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om.